Have you ever wanted something so much that you were willing to do whatever it takes? I have wanted the love and joy of a healthy relationship with another person for as long as I can remember. My desire for love and happiness with another person has been so great that my actions eventually led me to find love and happiness within myself. Let me explain. From the beginning of Hawaii's lockdown during the world pandemic, my passion for freedom to enjoy life, doing what I like to do, increased. I realized life was too short and too precious to spend any more time being alone, feeling sad, or waiting for a lover. I was already messaging with a younger man whose goal in life was to become a famous musician. The world lockdown ignited our conversations about having intentional life experiences together. I loved his positivity and enthusiastic energy. He became my inspiration to take a chance and trust my choices without worrying about outcomes. So, with my desire for love and the possibility of a fun and adventurous relationship, I made the goal to leave Hawaii and pursue experiences with the musician in Tanzania, East Africa. To prepare myself to leave Hawaii, I simplified my life by one, easily renovating a treehouse, which I then lived in for 6 months, and two, giving away most of my possessions. In addition, I regularly sent money abroad to one, help support a family since the father had lost his job, and two, help support the music career of the musician. Even though I was unsure about how life was going to unfold, I was hopeful and optimistic about my ideas of love and happiness. After about 8 months of intentional actions to enjoy life and prepare myself to thrive on the continent of Africa, I left Hawaii. 3 days later, I arrived at an undeveloped coastal beach area of mainland Tanzania. I stayed quarantined for some time before venturing out to meet the locals. While waiting to connect in person with the musician, I spent my days enjoying life. Sometimes I spent time in nature with animals like cows, monkeys, millipedes, or fish. Other times I enjoyed the company of people by playing cards or billiards, riding on motorcycles, shopping, having conversations in Swahili and English, or listening and dancing to music. In this coastal area of Tanzania, I fell in love with the fast pace of Singeli music and dancing to Singeli music. This is also where I fell in love with the presence of a local younger man who was the captain of a simple wooden boat. On our first date, we took a long walk down the beach and listened to music while looking up at the night sky. As we continued to spend time together, I could see myself happily making a forever life with the captain. I fell in love with his smile and the simplicity of his life. I adored him, and his presence took away any feeling I had of being alone or sad. However, even though I cared deeply about the captain, I had traveled to Tanzania to connect with the musician. So after 4.5 months of living along the same undeveloped beach area, I left the coastal area and the young captain, and I traveled inland to visit more of Tanzania. Everywhere I went, I met great people. In Rock City, Mwanza, I danced on some large boulders in a village in the sky. In Arusha, I danced on a stage. Also in Arusha, I realized the musician I came to experience life with was no longer interested in seeing me. My life was 100% open. I had no obligations. I had nothing planned. Life for me became what it is at each moment. Longing for the sound, view, and feel of the ocean, I left mainland Tanzania and went to Zanzibar Islands. My first night in Zanzibar, I stood on the roof of a house and looked out to the ocean. I sensed this place would be special for me, and it was. The area became my home base for the next 6 months. Still being open to opportunities that interested me, I began hanging out with another younger man. I can call him my good time friend. He was willing to be adventurous. Together we went dancing, shopped, traveled, cooked and cleaned, played cards, talked a lot, and planned what we could create together on his land. I very much liked the idea of creating something that could be of benefit to both of us and to others. To leave Zanzibar for a moment, I chartered a wooden sailboat and sailed to Kenya with 3 Kenyan sailors. I loved traveling on and so close to the ocean water. The experience solidified my love of the ocean and my desire to sail more on wooden boats. My year in Tanzania was coming to an end, and I wanted to see the captain again. I made every effort to spend time with him and make a future plan with him because I thought I needed and wanted him to create my dream life. I returned to Hawaii emotionally, physically, and mentally depleted. I had traveled to and lived in another country that had different languages, customs, rules, and I had survived. I was happy to be back in Hawaii, and I was sad to be away from Tanzania and its activities and people I had come to love and appreciate. Within the first few months of being back in Hawaii, I learned that the captain was starting a family with a younger female. At first, I was very sad with the thought that I was insignificant. I felt stupid for thinking he was the man of my dreams. But I was really okay to let him go because I had stress from the effort to be in a relationship with the captain. Unfortunately, because of our individual needs at the time, the stress and communication between us continued for another year. After that year, I returned to coastal mainland Tanzania to learn the truth about the captain. What did I learn? I learned the captain allowed me to believe in love and a life together with him. I learned I had been giving money to the captain with hope he was telling me the truth. I learned the captain had lied about me. I learned I needed to change. With my closure of loving the captain, I returned to Zanzibar to spend time enjoying life, dancing, sailing, and doing what I liked to do. One evening at an all-night dance party, I met a diver whose vibe was calm and he was a good listener. I was no longer searching for love or a lover. I was interested in a friend. I was looking for someone who really wanted to spend time with me, and we enjoyed similar activities. The diver was liked and trusted by the people in his village. He was interested in projects, and I invested in some of the diver's projects. What I observed was the diver spent more time being interested in the projects and less time being interested in me. I am grateful for the adventurous experience to find true love and happiness in another person. I learned to love myself the most and make myself happy. I gained greater knowledge of what I desire to do and be in this lifetime, and I believe I will be provided future opportunities to experience love and happiness with other people. For now, I am a single woman who is focusing on achieving and accomplishing goals. Internally, I live life free from restrictions and judgments. Externally, I live life with easy access to activities I enjoy. I live my life with love and positivity while staying open to new experiences. Thank you for watching and listening to me. Subscribe to my YouTube channel and join me on this journey of life.